The gentleman wants to talk about the rule, so let's talk about the rule. What is frustrating to me, and I'm telling you, I think many of us, not just Democrats, but a good chunk of Republicans, are at the end of our rope. The Republican leadership, is running this House like an authoritarian dictatorship. It's their way or the highway. There are 6 bills that are allowed to be considered in this rule. 6. Every single one of them is completely closed. What does that mean, right? It means nobody can offer any amendments. Democrats can't offer amendments. Republicans can't offer amendments. They didn't even ask for people to submit amendments, right? And they like to say, oh, nobody offered amendments. Yeah, people did offer amendments. The gentleman talks about the SCORE Act, right? A Republican came to the Rules Committee last night and offered 5 amendments. I think they were reasonable. I think they were reasonable enough to be debated and for us to vote on them. All 5 were blocked. They're blocking members of their own party. That's how they run this place. And, a Democrat came up with an alternative, a good idea. I mean, you may not support it, but people like me thought it was a better way to approach this than what the way the bill is written, and that was blocked too. Everything is blocked. Everything is blocked. I mean, I think they're being blocked because my friends are afraid they might prevail. And by the way, all the players' associations are against the SCORE Act, the way it is currently written. Every single one of them. I mean, this year alone, Republicans have issued 86 closed rules. 86. That puts them on track to obliterate their previous record of the most closed rules in a single Congress. That's 86 times that this chamber was kept from even considering amendments to improve bills. No debate, no votes, nothing. I mean, that's what an authoritarian dictatorship is like. Republicans have blocked nearly 8 out of every 10 amendments submitted to the Rules Committee. And get this, that's 2,700 amendments gone, tossed out by this leadership. They have blocked 60% of bipartisan amendments, most of their own party's amendments, and more than 90% of Democratic amendments. Apparently, the only ideas welcome in this Congress are the ones written by special interests or the ones that Donald Trump personally signs off on. Now, we used to debate in this chamber. We used to vote on amendments on the floor. Members had a voice. Legislation wasn't cooked up in the Speaker's office and rammed through with no chance to fix it. But here we are. Republicans have made fewer amendments in order at this point in the year than any Congress going back a decade. By decimating debate, House Republicans have turned themselves into a rubber stamp for Trump. And they'll fast-track giveaways to the wealthy and the well-connected, but they will block amendments that would protect care for millions or unrig our economy for working people. I mean, the real scandal here is that we can do something to control the rising costs of health care, and we have been begging, by the way, not just Democrats, some Republicans have too, for them to at least just put something on the floor that we can debate and vote on to help alleviate the terrible burden that's about to fall on millions and millions of families in this country. And the answer is we can't do it. They won't do it. They won't do it. You want to debate the rule? This rule is pathetic. Six completely closed rules on 6 completely different bills. Congress is supposed to work for the American people. I think my Republican colleagues have forgotten that. Mr. Speaker, I yield 2.5 minutes